Hey everyone. So, yeah, you're probably wondering where I've been, considering that I suddenly blacked out the past couple weeks. I am now coming to you live from my school's computer lab because I had come here to work today, and yeah, I'm gonna give you that explanation now. So, the reason I suddenly went dark the past couple weeks was not because of anything going on online, but because of matters at home. You see, like, forgive me if I pause a bunch throughout this video because I just do it to try and collect my thoughts. The reason I. Okay, the reason is that at home, I've. Matters at home made me, you know, really. Made me really depressed. And I don't mean like, getting up on the wrong side of the bed for a couple of weeks. I mean, it's something that I'm, seeing a psychologist about. Any of my newer fans out there, like, ask my older fans, and they'll tell you that this cycle of, chasing ambitions, making progress, only to, suddenly lose all drive and collapse is nothing new. But now with the help of my psychologist, I've finally found the root of the issue, and these, home matters are the reason why this cycle persists. Now, I'm not going to go into like the not going to go into too many specifics on these matters, but the brunt of it is that come home day after day and only to have like my worst insecurities like constantly reinforced. Like someone just someone in my family just always making sure to tell me how much I don't improve, how I never change, and how it's, because I was born. I mean, not because I was born, but because how I was born. Like, yeah, like, you know, I'm aware that I was I'm aware that I was born with Asperger's syndrome, but A, that doesn't mean I never improve. B, it doesn't mean I'm aware of my it doesn't mean I'm not aware of my own progress or struggles. And God, I wish I was better at speaking off the cuff. But seriously, like just hearing those things at home, like constantly, in spite of like feeling and knowing that I was making progress, not just on like my projects, but also you know progress as a person, like like how I interact with people at work, or you know how I interact with people in general, like communication, all that. It's like I do see progress there, but then making all this progress only to be repeatedly, torn down and just kind of invalidated. It's it's an incredibly demoralizing and unhealthy thing for. I mean, it would be for anyone. And for someone like me who already has to take meds to stave off extreme anxiety, uh, it's it doesn't help. Like part of my vulgarity, but hearing that shit constantly does not help at all. I mean, that should go without saying, but it's just it's just so difficult to describe like what depression does to you. Like these past couple weeks, like, I was so totally lucid about, like, sheesh, like, it's not good that I'm, not communicating with anyone online, like, uh, people that I've been, in touch with are probably, really wondering, where I am, and, maybe getting frustrated. Crap, where was I going with that? Oh god, I'm sorry guys, bear with me. Okay, so I was aware of all that, but in spite of that, I I couldn't bring myself to, you know, send out those emails or so much as, post something on Twitter or like I couldn't bring myself, no matter how much I wanted to, work on my projects. Like any of them. Like, any of my reviews, like my animations, anything like that. Like, in spite of really wanting to work on them, there's just depression does something to you where you lose all drive and will to do really anything. I mean, I don't know how else I can explain it. Like, like I'm not trying to, make I'm not trying to make excuses for why I just suddenly, vanished for a couple weeks. That's it's just how it happened. Like I got depressed, got overwhelmed, just retreated into myself to recuperate, and whether or not that was really whether or not that was right or wrong or healthy or unhealthy, like that's what happened. And now, as I speak, I'm actually thankfully I'm thankfully out of that rut due to the meeting I had with my psychologist earlier in the week, where, as I believe I already stated, we got to the root of the issue. So, what's on the itinerary for this channel going forward? Now, not much is actually changing, other than that, as you'll see after this video goes up, I have something planned for Halloween. And I know I have a terrible track record with actually making Halloween specials. Oh my god. Ask people from my Mobros days about that one. But I actually have it lined up, I have it organized, so you folks don't have to worry about you folks don't worry to have about you folks don't have to worry about uh, waking up Halloween week and videos that were scheduled aren't going to show up. Like, don't worry about that happening. Also, top 10 best SpongeBob episodes is still happening. Don't think I've forgotten that one. And as I mentioned already, I'm working on some original animations. So yeah. And I am, one of the reasons why I made this video as well, like, not just to explain, like, where I was and why, but also to reassure you folks that this isn't gonna suddenly, end up like all my other channels where I just either go inactive without a word or just suddenly, drop it and then never come back to it again. Like, I didn't commit to this channel for nothing. And excuse me, sheesh. I'm committed. I've committed to this. It's what's the word I'm looking for? It's helping me develop as an artist. It's part of my career path. Talking with you guys is also rewarding, and helps me develop. And I hope to reciprocate that, with the content I put out. So, so yeah, that's everything that's going on right now. Please forgive my please please forgive me for just being all around not not great at talking off the cuff uh, and rambling for 10.5 minutes now. But if you did stick through it all, like, thanks for hearing me out. Like, and I'm not editing this one like either because I want to give you guys I want to give you guys an unfiltered look at at myself, like, because that it is what it is, like, and I want to convey it as such. So, all right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.